Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mickey, and if you guys are new, you guys should totally subscribe. Today I'm doing a do's and don'ts video, and this is what it turned out to be. I hope you guys enjoy, and please keep watching. So I did want to mention that I did obviously exaggerate the side a little bit more, just so you guys can tell the difference of like what you should do and what you shouldn't. Anyways, if you guys hear any noise from outside, like banging or anything, I don't know what they're doing.
Before I begin my do's and don'ts, I just want to share with you guys my morning, and it's a little story time for you guys. So I woke up at 7:45 a.m. thinking that, oh hey, at 8 the Jaclyn Hill palette is going to release, so I'm going to buy it. So I then realized that, oh, it's 5 a.m. in California and it's not 8 over there, so I would have to wait until 11. After I waited until 11, I got on the site at like 10:45. Well, I've been on the site the whole day and waited the whole day. Literally ever since I woke up. I got on, I added it to my cart, I went to checkout, and I was in this checkout waiting queue line for such a long time. And then I just found out as soon as I got into checkout, and I started putting in my information. The cart literally updated, and they said that it was sold out. So I was really, really sad and mad that I couldn't get the Jaclyn Hill palette, but hopefully that's a sign that I should be saving money, and like there's better things out there that I can buy and spend my money on. But I really wanted to get that palette so I can make a review and a video for you guys. It's whatever, I filmed this video, I feel so much better. I relieved my sadness, I guess. Anyways, let's just get into this video. I hope you guys like that little story time, and let's get into this do's and don'ts.
This side will be the do's, and then this side will be the don'ts. So first, on this side, I'm gonna start by moisturizing, and then this side, I'm not gonna moisturize my face at all. Moisturizing my face is very essential because I have like a very, very dry face. And then sometimes I get like dry patches. So then there's like a smooth application, and it just looks nicer. And I also moisturize my neck. I'm gonna use chapstick on this side of my lips, and it's really, 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 really essential for me because I have like desert lips and they're dry as ever. I'm gonna use a primer on this side of my face, and I'm using the Estee Lauder Illuminating Primer. For the purposes of this video, so you guys can tell that it looks different on camera, I'm going to use the darker one on this side. And to blend in the foundation, I'm going to use a dry beauty blender on this side. I don't know if you guys can tell, but using a dry beauty blender as well as not priming my face on this side and moisturizing, it just gives me a harder time to blend. Okay, so as you guys can tell, it looks blotchy because I didn't apply moisturizer or primer.
This looks so bad. Oh my god.
Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to use the Master Concealer. Now I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and apply my foundation. Okay, so I'm going to apply my foundation like so. But I'm not going to go up into my under eye circles like you guys can. You guys can use whatever brush you want, but I like using the damp beauty blender. And as you guys can tell, and it blends out super, super easy when using a moisturizer and primer. And I'm gonna blend it into my hairline to match it. And then as well as up to my ear. And then I'm not gonna stop there, but I'm gonna take some and apply it to my neck. Now I'm gonna take a concealer, and again I'm using the Master Concealer. I'm just gonna take a little bit and apply it into a triangle under my eyes. On this side of my face, I'm going to set it, and then this side, I'm going to leave it how it is. And I'm using the e.l.f. Perfect Finishing HD powder, taking a MAC 136 brush. And I'm not going to drag, I'm going to dab it. Moving on to contour, I'm just going to take the contour and blush palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to start my contour at this part of my ear, and then I'm going to end at the corner of my eye. And then when I get there, I'm also going to blend it just out a little bit and make sure that there's no harsh lines. And then I'm also going to stay upward. It looks more lifted instead of like dragged down. And as I'm doing this, I'm also blending it out like so. And if you guys need to, you guys can always clean it up using a stippling brush. And this is the MAC 187. And then just kind of blend it and make sure that there's no harsh lines. So on this side of my face, I'm also going to use the same brush as well as the same contour color and palette, but I'm going to dig in there. So I'm not going to tap off any excess, and I'm going to do it with the heavy hand. So as you can tell, this line is really, really harsh, and it looks so much different and like less natural than this side. And you can tell that the foundation is blotchy. So since I did not set it, it looks like this. Moving on to blush, I'm going to use the Floral Blush Duo by BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to take this shade right here and lightly tap it. And then I'm going to tap off the excess. And then on this side, I'm going to brush it very, very lightly with a very light hand at the apples of my cheek. And then I'm going to blend it back towards my temple. Oh, and I'm also using the BH Cosmetics blush brush. For this side, I'm going to pack my brush in there. And I'm not even going to tap off the excess, as you guys can tell. I'm going to place it onto my apples on my cheek. I'm going to use the Wild and Radiant, and this is literally my holy grail, so you guys see it in every single video, or mostly every single video. And I'm going to take this MAC 168 brush and use this shade as well as this one. And then I'm going to tap off the excess, and then I'm going to lightly place this on the high points of my cheek. And while I'm doing this, I'm also blending it so that there's no harsh lines. And I'm using a very light hand, and I'm holding it at the tip of the brush so I don't go in too harsh. And I'm going to put it on like that. As you guys can tell, I just kind of swept it on so there's a harsh line and there's no, it just doesn't blend in together, it doesn't look seamless, so as this side. So now moving on to eyes, I'm going to prime the side of my eye using a concealer. You guys can use whatever primer, but I think concealers work best because they're not as drying as regular primers. And for me, I have pretty, like my face, my overall body is dry and I just need more moisture. So to keep this look pretty simple, I'm going to use the Naked Tea palette just so you guys can see the color range and like you guys know it's all in here. I'm going to take Foxy and set my look. Okay, so let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can see. If you guys see my eyebrow hairs, ignore that. It's a blending brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to take Tease as my transition on this side. Lightly place this onto my transition and use windshield wiper motions as well as circular motions to blend it out. And if you guys hear noise outside, ignore that. So I'm going to use Snakebite as a transition shade as well, just to darken it up and make it look more seamless when I add the other colors on. I'm going to take Busted on a MAC 219 brush, and I'm going to place it on the outer V of my eye. I'm going to use circular motions and gradually blend it up. Now taking my blending brush, I'm going to just blend it out, and then I'm going to deepen up the shade using Blackout, and I'm using the same brush, but I'm going to put it closer to my lash line and the outer V. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay brush, but I'm going to take Copper and I'm going to place it onto my lid. For my inner corner eyes, I'm going to use Booty Call and use my finger and apply it to my inner corner. And then I'm going to apply it underneath my brow bone. So I took Tease and I placed it under my lower lash line, and then I'm going to take the shade Busted with a MAC 212 brush, and I'm going to place it closer to my bottom lash line. Now on this side of my eyes, I'm going to take this blending brush again, but this time I'm going to go in with Busted instead of Tease as a transition and use this as a transition so you guys can see what it looks like. And I also did not prime this eye, so whatever oils that's on my lid can cause the blending to be less seamless. I'm taking this BH Cosmetics angled shadow brush, I believe, and I'm going to take Blackout and I'm going to use this and put it into my crease. And what this will do is that it won't blend it out because it is not a blending brush. And Blackout mixed together and apply it onto my bottom lashes with the same brush. And as you guys can tell, it now looks like I have a black eye, so you might not want to do that. So I'm going to take Chopper now and I'm going to apply it onto my lid. So now I'm going to use Booty Call once again and place it onto my inner corner, brow bone highlight, and I'm just going to place it under there. For my eyelashes, I'm going to apply mascara on this side, and I'm going to curl my lashes, and on the other side I'm not going to. And as you guys can tell, because my lashes are not curled and they go straight down, a little bit of mascara got on to a lot more got onto my bottom lashes because I'm blinking, and you know, a girl's gotta blink. So I'm gonna use this e.l.f. eyebrow pencil today, and it's in neutral brown, and I'm gonna brush my brows out. And what I can tell you with eyebrow pencil is that you want to use a light hand, and then once I'm done, I blend it out. Also going to use brow gel to keep my brows in place. Okay, so moving on to this side of the brows, I'm not going to brush them out at all, and I'm also going to use a more heavy hand on this side. And I'm also going to set this side of my face and leave that. So I'm going to use the NYX Liquid Suede Lip in Soft Spoken. And on this side of the lip, I'm going to overdraw my lips with the lipstick and apply it like that. And then this, I'm going to overdraw it just a little. Zoomed you guys into my face to see what it looks like, and as you can tell, this eye is it's not blended very well. It's not seamless. My eyebrows are really dark, but if you guys like dark eyebrows, that's like totally fine too. It's like whatever. And this side, as you guys can tell, it looks more natural and it looks more blended and seamless. Excuse my eyebrow hairs. And for the foundation, obviously this side is darker and this side matches my skin. And for my contour, highlight, and blush, it all blends in seamlessly and it looks really, really nice. And for my contour down here, you can tell that it just looks sharper and not too harsh and noticeable. On this side, if you guys bring it up to here, it would just look weird and wouldn't look that nice. It'll probably accentuate your double chin even more, I don't know. And then for my contour, highlight, and blush, you can tell that it's very like not smooth and like streaky. I don't know, it's just harsh lines everywhere. And then for my lips, I don't know if you guys can really tell. So for my lips, I don't really know if you guys can tell that much of a difference. I try to make it like more noticeable, but if I do that, you guys can definitely tell. It's not even, nothing. So I overlined it for you on this side, and this side I overlined it just enough so it doesn't look too unnatural and like too different. But again, if you guys like all of that, it's up to you. That's everything I have for you guys today. I am not saying that you have to do my techniques, use the products I use or anything like that. I'm just putting this video out there because a friend requested it, and also I just wanted to help you guys out a little bit. But if you guys do use any of these techniques or like anyways, or if you guys used to do your makeup like this, like it's totally fine. You guys can learn, you guys can fix your mistakes. Makeup is a learning process, and honestly, you can do whatever you want to with makeup. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. And if you like how you do it, and if you like whatever way and other people disagree, just ignore them and do you, because it's your face, it's you. If you're happy with it, do you. And I hope this video helped any of you guys out, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!